नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरः परमः कृष्णः सच्चिदानंद विग्रहः अनादिरादिर्गोविन्दः सर्वकारणकारणम्। ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Shri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the king of secrets, Raja Guhyam. Now we have successfully started 14th chapter, the three modes of material nature. So Krishna is now teaching us in this chapter everything about the three modes of nature. We already know about it very well. Many times Krishna mentioned about these three modes of nature, but this entire chapter itself is completely dedicated only to understand. Not only this 14th chapter, even 17th chapter, for example, a lot about three modes of, because Arjuna himself asks questions to Krishna, Satvamaho Rajas Tamaha. So, ye sastra vidim uchijya vartate. So, Krishna says that in the 16th chapter towards the end, those who give up the sastric injunctions, scriptural injunctions, yes sastra vidim uchijya vartate kama karataga nasa siddhim avapnoti nasukam naparam gatim. So those who give up the scriptural injunctions, sastra vidim utsijya vartate kama karat. So those who perform their activities because of their material desires, to satisfy their material desires, that's what vartate kama karat. That means those who don't follow the scriptural injunctions, those who don't follow Bhagavad Gita, they follow their own way to just going after the material sense objects. That's what, yes, sastra vidim uchijya vartate kama karataga nasa siddhim avapnoti nasukam na param gatim. That's what Krishna said. They are not going to get siddhi, perfection. Nasa siddhim avapnoti, siddhim na avapnoti. Na sukam, they are not going to get happiness. Na param gatim, they are not going to reach the supreme destination. So nothing is going to happen. They will keep coming back to this material world again and again and struggle and suffer in this material world. But whereas anyone who follows Krishna's instructions, those who are freed from these three, those who are not falling into the hell, there are three gateways to hell. So, Trividam Narakasedam Dwaram Nasanam Atmanaga Kama Krodhas Tata Lobhas Tasmat Yetat Trayam Tejet. That's what Krishna says. So there are three gateways to hell. Tribidam narakasedam dwaram nasanam atmanaga. So nasanam atmanaga means to destroy the self. Of course, the self cannot be destroyed. The soul is always there, but we will be living in such a distressful situation. So like life in the hell, that's what naraka. So that's what nasanam atmanaga means, the soul going to naraka, hell. So that's why trividam naraka sedam dwaram nasanam atmanaga. So that is kama krodhaga tata lobhas tasmat etat trayam. So there is kama, krodha, and lobha, lust, anger, and greed. So that's what these are the three gateways to hell. But those who etai vimuktaha kaunteya tamo dwaraihi tribi naraga acharati atmanasreyas tato yati param gati. But those who are not falling trap, these three gateways, those who are not getting into these three gateways to hell, etai vimuktaha kaunteya tamo dwarai tribi naraga. So tribi dwarai, so three gateways, naraga, which leads to hell. So vimuktaha means for freed. Etai vimuktaha kaunteya tamo dwarai tribi naraga acharati atmanas shreyas tato yati paramgati. So those who perform actions which are good for the soul. Acharati atmanas shreyas. So what we do, that should be good for our self. That's very important. So that's what that acharati comes. Acharati atmanas shreyas. So we need to perform the activities which are good for ourself. So that means we need to perform, we need to act as per the scriptural injunctions. Shastra vidhi. So that's what acharati atmanas shreyas means. We should follow the shastra vidhi. So that's why etai vimuktaha kaunteya tamo dwarai tribi naraga acharati atmanas shreyas tato yati param gati. Then we will be able to reach the supreme destination. But those who don't follow, yes, shastra vidhi muchajya vartate kama karatah. So those who don't follow, so that's what I said earlier. Those who don't follow the scriptural injunctions, so they will not get siddhi, perfection. They will not find happiness. They won't reach the supreme destination. That's what is going to happen if we don't follow Bhagavad Gita. So that means we need to know Bhagavad Gita. We need to understand Bhagavad Gita. We need to know everything what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. And we need to work and we need to act everything based on what Bhagavad Gita says. Tasmat shastram pramanante karya vyavasthitau nyatva shastra vidanuktam karma kartum nihargasi. That's what Krishna says. So shastram pramanante karya vyavasthitau. So when we do something or don't do something, everything, the decision should be based on what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. Shastram praman karya vyavasthitau. Nyatva shastra vidanoktam karma kartum ivarasi. By seeing, by understanding, nyatva. So what the shastra says. So nyatva shastra, that is nyatva shastra vidanoktam. So by understanding what the shastra says, we should perform all our activities. So that's why understanding this Bhagavad Gita is very, very important. But in the 17th chapter, Arjuna asks a question to Krishna. That e shastra vidim utsujya vartate. That is, Krishna said that kama karataga. So vartate. So they are tesam nistatu ka Krishna sattva rajas tamaha. That's what Arjuna. Vartate saddayan vitaha tesam nistatu ka Krishna sattva rajas tamaha. Like that, Arjuna asks in the 17th chapter also, in the beginning itself. So that means, based on what Krishna said in the 16th chapter towards the end, Krishna said that if you follow Shastra, if you do everything based on this Bhagavad Gita, so then perfect. But Arjuna asks the question that a Shastra vidim utsujya yajante shabdayan vitaga. So those who worship, those who follow with their own faith, so tesam nista, so Nisatu ka Krishna. So their faith is in what mode? Is it Sattvam or Rajo or Tamo? Sattvam Rajas Tama. So that's what Arjuna is asking that question. So that means the entire 17th chapter afterwards, Krishna is teaching Arjuna everything about the three modes of material nature, those who give up the scriptural injunctions, those who follow their own way. So yajna, dana, tapa, karma, and the food what we eat, the ahara, everything about three modes of material nature, Krishna is explaining. So not only in the 14th chapter right now we are studying, even in the entire 17th chapter, all about three modes of material nature. And not only in the 17th chapter, even in the 18th chapter, also good amount of almost 40-50% of the 18th chapter in the beginning, Krishna is again teaching everything about the three modes of material nature, jnana, karma, karta. So everything is based on the three modes of material nature. Similarly, dhriti, sukha, happiness in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance, determination in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So like the knowledge in the mode of three modes of nature and everything. Karma, three types of activities. Karta, three types of performers. So like that, everything is based on the three modes of material nature. So we are going to study and understand a lot, because I would say normally that the first 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, everything is teaching us about ourselves. That is the soul. When we understand all the first 6 chapters fully, we understand very clearly about ourselves. And then the next six chapters, that is starting from 7th to 12th chapter, everything is mostly focused on Krishna himself. So the knowledge of the absolute, we understand about that. We understand about the Vibhuti Yoga. We understand about the Visvarupa. So we understand about the Bhakti Yoga. So everything all about Krishna only we are understanding in those 6 chapters. Then starting from the 13th chapter onwards, so until the 18th chapter, everything about a lot about the three modes of material nature, how we are influenced, how we are controlled by the modes of nature, and how we can free ourselves from these three modes of nature. So like that, this entire Bhagavad Gita with 18 chapters, 700 verses, it is giving us everything what we need. We just have to make use of it. Everyone has only 24 hours. Just because a person is very rich, he cannot buy more time. In fact, the faith is the reality. Unfortunate reality is that a person who is very rich, he will be able to find even less time only to focus on Krishna, because time is very important. Because to make sure to maintain their belongings and all such things. So unless if a person is a devotee of Krishna, leaves everything to Krishna, not worrying about anything and thinking that everything belongs to Krishna, so then that's a different thing. But otherwise, in the materialistic world, the materialistic persons who are so much attached to Bhoga and Aishwarya, and when their thoughts are carried away by that, they will not have the resolute determination. So they will not have Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. So that buddhi, that intelligence won't be there to give up everything. They will be only thinking about every year how I can become more and more richer only. We need to understand. Our goals, normally in this material world, everybody will set goals. The companies will set goals. So their estimations, their forecast, they will say, based on that, people even buy the shares. And when they are not able to meet their targets, then their share value go down, or sometimes they meet more than what they have said, the share value will go up, and all these things. So a devotee of Krishna should set the goal that every year how much we are getting detached from this material world. That's what we need to understand. So we should be able to list down all our materialistic attachments, and every year how much we are shedding them, how much we are giving up. We should give up everything immediately, as soon as possible. Then it's good for us. Then we are ready to go to Goloka. We should not have any attachment to anything in this material world. We should depend only on Krishna for everything. And we should remember very well what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita, everything, and follow his instructions very carefully, very sincerely, like the way how we should eat, how we should sleep, or how we should sit and chant our Hare Krishna Mahamantra, how we should regulate our activities, daily activities. All those things we should follow very sincerely. So then we should be able to make a very fast progress. So that way we will be able to give up all the attachments. Asanga sastrena dridena chitva. That's what Krishna says. By the strong weapon of detachment, we should cut down all our attachments in this material world. Tatatpadam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gathana nivattanti bhuyaga tvameva chadyam purusham prapadye yataka pravritte prashuddha purani. That's what is very important. We should seek the place. Having gone, we will not come back here. That should be our goal. Yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuyaga. Again, we should not come back. If we go there, we should not come back. If we go to Swargaloka, we will come back. If you go to Brahmaloka, we will come back. If you go to Goloka, we won't come back. So we need to go to Krishna's Goloka. So that's why we need to just surrender unto that supreme personality of Godhead. Tvameva chadyam purusham prapadye. So you surrender unto that original supreme person by whom this world is extended forever from the beginning. Yataka pravritti prasuddha purani. So Krishna is there everywhere, and Krishna is the supreme Lord, and Krishna is the super soul. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, understand everything about Krishna and do everything for Krishna and leave everything to Krishna. So that way our life is going to be purified. Our existence will be purified. That kind of opportunity we have got, because there is nothing else which is pure than Bhagavad Gita, purer than this Bhagavad Gita. Nahi jnanena sadrsam pavitram miha vidyate. Tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaka kalena atmani vindati. So in the due course of time, we will be able to achieve and enjoy perfection with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So we should be able to do everything in an equal mind, not getting affected by anything. Siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. That's what. Yogastaka kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. That's what this Krishna is teaching us. We should be yogastha. We should be situated in this yoga, and we should perform all the activities. Kuru, karmani, perform activities. So karmani, kuru, perform. Karmani, activities. Kuru, karmani, sangam tyaktva. So yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva atma suddhi. So that's what is going to purify ourselves. So that's why yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva atma suddhi siddhya siddhyo samubhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. So we need to perform everything. That sangam tyaktva atma suddhi means Krishna is teaching us that kayena manasa buddhya kevalair indriyairapi yoginaka karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma suddhi. That's what Krishna says, sangam tyaktva atma suddhi. So we need to, if we are giving up attachments, so that means that is purifying ourselves. The more attachments we have, so that means we are getting dirty. Our atma is not pure at all. So this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita will help us. So that way we are able to get this knowledge, we are able to understand this Bhagavad Gita very well. There is no difficulty for us to understand. Everything is very straightforward. And the song of God is so much, it's very, very giving us so much happiness to hear, listen to Krishna, understanding this Bhagavad Gita, knowing about our Supreme Lord. So that's what brings the ultimate happiness, the real happiness to the soul, the peace of mind. We can't get it from anywhere else, this one. So this knowledge, we are very fortunate we are getting this knowledge and we are understanding everything. We are able to study this Bhagavad Gita again and again. And during the course of time, Kale and Atmani, so we will become experts. We will be able to follow Krishna's instructions because we have no doubt that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So we are now studying in the 14th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So what we are studying, what we started in the 14th chapter, Krishna is teaching us about the three modes of material nature. So in the very first sloka of the 14th chapter, Krishna taught us Right. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Param Bhuvyaha Pravakshyami Jnananam Jnanam Uttamam Yajnatva Munayaha Sarve Param Siddhim Mithu Gatha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, I shall explain to you again the knowledge of, which is the topmost knowledge of all knowledge. Jnananam Jnanam. And by understanding this, by knowing this, all the sages in the past, Yajnatva Munayaga Survey, they have achieved the supreme perfection, supreme destination. That's what, it's very simple, very easy to understand. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, again I shall declare to you the supreme wisdom, the best of all knowledge, knowing which all the sages have attained the supreme perfection. Then in the next shloka, Krishna is continuing, in the shloka number 2, what we studied yesterday. Idam jnanam upashritya mama sadam yamagatha sargepi nopajayante pralayena vyadanti cha. Anyone who takes shelter unto this knowledge, idam jnanam upashritya, they will attain my nature. That's it. So simple, very straightforward, very easy to understand. Just by following this Bhagavad Gita, we will attain Krishna's nature. That means we'll go to Goloka. That means we are freed from the 3 modes of material nature. Sarge epino pajayante, when this material world is created, we will not take birth here, we will not come back here. And when this material world is annihilated, we won't be bothered, we won't be disturbed. Pralaye na vyadanticha. That's what Krishna is teaching. By becoming fixed in this knowledge, one can attain to the transcendental nature like my own, thus established. One is not born at the time of creation or disturbed at the time of dissolution. Krishna is talking about this Sarge Pralaya, about this material world, but about the individual body. We are Sarge Pralaya, it's happening birth after birth. It's happening so fast. It's all simply a matter of time, few decades. That's it. That's it. Our lifespan is only single digit only in terms of decades. It won't go to double digit. It's only single digits. 5, 6 decades, 7, 8 decades. That's it. Maximum 8 or 9 decades. Then we will, that if a person lives long without any issues, without any health issues, and there too, these days with all kinds of food, what we eat, and these days the diseases are coming even at very young age. Earlier days, cancer was only for the people who get, when they get old, but now that's not the case. All kinds of cancers, it's from very young people also are getting it. So that is the reality. That's very unfortunate situation that even right from birth, we are not getting good air to breathe or good water to drink, and all kinds of developmental disorders and problems and health issues. So that way, this life, already this material world, this life is miserable. But because of the miserable situation, now the temperatures are going up very high, and it's every year it's going, the limits are, it's going even more higher. It's very difficult. All these things are happening, and water scarcity, water problems, everywhere there are full of problems we need to understand. So that way, we are there in Goloka, we don't have to worry about anything. Life all the time, enjoy, happy only. So in the next sloka, Krishna says in the 3rd sloka, Mama yoni mahad brahma tasmin garbam dadamyaham sambhavaga sarvabhutanam tatho bhavati bharata. Mama yoni mahad brahma. This Mahat Brahma is my yoni. So this Mahat Brahma is the yoni, that is the source of birth. So that yoni is, that Mahat Brahma is mine. That's what, my Brahma. So Mahat Brahma. So that is Mahat, means that is all this material nature. everything. From there only everything is produced. So that's what this Mahat. So Mahabhutani. So Ahankara, that Mahabhutani. So that is Mahabhutani means this, all these elements of material nature, earth, water, fire, air, space, everything. So the Brahma, which contains all this material nature, everything, all this matter, from where everything has come. So what we call it as Big Bang or whatever it is. So Krishna is saying that, so that is the source of, but that Mahat Brahma is mine. It is mine. And I actually, Garbham Dadami Aham, I impregnated that Mahat Brahma. So the soul entered into that nature. The soul is, we are also part and parcel of Krishna, and Krishna is impregnating that material nature with all the souls. So, Sambhavaga Sarvabhutanam. So, all the living entities are appearing or taking birth from there. So, Tato Bhavati Bharata. It's very important science Krishna is teaching us. We are all bound in this material world, in this material nature, within the material body. And the source of birth is that Mahat Brahma. That's what there is a word called Brahmandam. Brahmandam means, Anda means the egg. So sometimes to say something is really so huge, so normally in Tamil it's used as Brahmandam. I believe in other languages also the same thing. So that's what Krishna is saying, that Mahat Brahma. So that is the source of birth. So that's where we all appear. So Krishna is saying that I am impregnated with all the souls. We are part and parcel of Krishna. We are a Krishna's Amsha, and Krishna has impregnated this Mahat Brahma. So the total material substance called Brahman is the source of birth, and it is that Brahman that I impregnate, making possible the births of all living beings, O son of Bharata. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 3 sloka. Sloka number 3 in the 14th chapter. Now let us chant Hare Krishna mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. So we'll chant 2 rounds, which will roughly take about 15 minutes. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hina Mataji. Hare Krishna, Rajya Lakshmi Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Dhanavad Pranams Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. After very long today, I don't
Yes.
know, Krishna's mercy. I got today to see and hear you, Prabhuji.
Very nice, Mataji. Hare Krishna. It's all Krishna's mercy on Hare Krishna.
His mercy is so much upon me today, I think so.
Yes, Mataji. No doubt about it. Yes, His mercy, we are able to continuously study Bhagavad Gita and understand everything what Krishna is teaching us.
Prabhuji, I have a doubt, Prabhuji. Can I ask you for permission?
Yeah.
Prabhuji, every time I hear from every Prabhuji and Mataji that we are fallen soul and part and parcel of Krishna. So that means once upon a time we were at Goloka only, sir, Prabhuji?
That's a very good question, Mataji, but there is no way. Based on Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us that if we are in Goloka, there is Amrityu, there is no death there. So, Amritasya, Avyayasya cha, Sasvatasya cha, Dharmasya, Sukasya, Ikanti, Tasya cha. So, that way, that question, if we are in Goloka, definitely we cannot fall from there. There is no doubt about it. Because that's what when we go back. When we go back means when you go there. It's not, I won't say that go back. Because we really don't know. We are the soul, we are there, but we cannot find out right now how we call it as fallen soul means we are in that condition only from time immemorial. Like we don't even know that is very, very difficult because considering the time scale, what we are talking about it, we are here only. So it's very impossible to really find out, and that also doesn't serve any purpose right now for us. The reality is that we have. So when these kind of questions are asked, usually I say that we are in the like right now our house is under fire, so we have to escape. So there is no point in trying to find out what caused the fire. So that is not the right thing to do, correct? So escape, and then once you are there free, then you can figure it out what exactly caused. So that way we have to escape and go to Goloka. So that's very important. And we know for sure that if we go there, we are not going to fall back at all. That we understand very clearly from Bhagavad Gita. So at that time, when we are with Krishna, we can really ask this question to Krishna. If we really want to know, we will understand everything. But at this point, for your question, I don't have answer, Mataji. There is no answer given in Shastra also. At least Shastra means I refer to Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So there is no mention anywhere about that. So it's only whatever we try to, if you answer, it's only our own assumption only. You understand that?
I'm very sorry, Prabhuji, for my wrong question.
No, it's no need for sorry. It's a very good question. That's a very, very good question. But the reality is that there is no answer given here. How we are in this material world, how we can, but we know that we can go to Krishna's will, and then we won't come back here. That we know for sure. Yes,
Actually, as a moment I joined Krishna conscious, I have this question since 2 years. I was worried if I ask it, maybe a big aparadha like that. But out of it,
no, it is not aparadha. It is a good question. It's a very good question, but that's what the answer is. This kind of question was asked earlier also. The answer is that there is no answer, and there is no need to know that answer also right now. Yes, that's the reality.
From my mind and
yeah. Yes, we are in Dukkalayam. This place is Dukkalayam. We have to be in Sukkalayam. So we are in Dukkalayam, which is temporary and miserable. So Anityam Asukam Lokam, Dukkalayam Asasvadam. We need to go to Nityam Sukam Lokam, that is Sukkalayam Sasvadam. So that's what we should aim. So that is the reality. But how we came here is because once we go there, we are not going to come back again. That is for sure. So we don't have to really worry right now. Yes, so you get it, you understand?
Yes.
Very nice.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Nice talking. Hare Krishna. Ina Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for today's class. Hare Krishna,
Yes.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Venkatanagarjun Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Dhanyawad Guruji for today class. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Dhanyawad Guruji. Pranamam Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Last 2 days I couldn't interact with you. And today's sloga is very interesting sloga, Guruji. Very informative. And enjoyed the sloga today. Very nice, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Palaniappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today's both sloga as well as your initial explanations are very interesting. That is, whenever we go to Swargaloga or Brahmaloga, we will be coming back. No doubt about it. But at the same time, if we go to Kologa, we will not come back. We will be in Kologa only. That is a very interesting factor. And material nature from there, all the material nature, that is Mahat Brahma, from there all the material nature is created. That is a very interesting thing, this today's sloga teaching us. So we have to be very careful, and we should do good for self, that is to soul only. That's also you explained in detail. That is a very interesting thing. That otherwise we will not reach Goloka. That is a very interesting thing which we learn from you. Thank you. Thank you, Guru. Today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class.
Mataji, Krishna's mercy.
Class was nice, Guruji. We should now our goal is fixed. Going to Goloka.
That's
All
it.
these days that was what
Yes.
fixed.
Yes, Mataji. We should be there in Goloka, with Krishna in Goloka. We should be there in Goloka with Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
It will happen.
Guruji.
Krishna's mercy, it will happen, Mataji. Hare
Yes, Guruji. One or the other day, Krishna will bless us and he will give that opportunity.
We are very fortunate. We are very gifted souls studying Bhagavad Gita. So definitely it's going to happen.
Always we should pray for that. We should beg for that, right? For with Krishna means always we should ask that only.
Yes.
One or the other day, he will bless us with giving darshan or gifting us in
It is all-
making us to live in Goloka.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy is there. We are having so much faith on Krishna. So that's why we are studying and understanding. I'm sure we will enjoy. I'm sure I'm having intention to start at some point Srimad Bhagavatam, especially the 10th canto, when we study about Krishna's divine appearance and activities. That's going to give us real enjoyment. We definitely are going to enjoy. Yes, Mataji, no doubt.
Yes, Guruji. When we think that Krishna is there, we feel secure now, Guruji. We won't feel insecure. When somebody is there to help us always.
Krishna is there. It's not just somebody.
Yes,
Supreme
somebody,
person.
yes.
The Supreme
yes.
Person is there with us to help us all the time. Yes, Mataji. We are under the
True.
good care of
True.
the Supreme Lord.
So means we are leaving Krishna. So this anxiety, stress is means nowadays it is more
But Mataji, nowadays,
anxiety, stress, and all everything. We are going towards materialistic things. So we are facing all these problems, right, Guruji?
yes, Mataji. Yes, we are, because all these anxieties and stress and all because of our attachments. So once we are attached to Krishna, then there is no anxiety. So that's why our thoughts should be only on Krishna. We should dedicate our life only to Krishna. So that's what is very important. We need to know very well that everything is given by Krishna. Everything is coming from Krishna. So I am the source of everything. Everything emanates from me. Anyone who understands this will worship me with full heart. That's what Krishna says. So Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaga sarvam pravartate itimatva bhajante mam pudaka bhava samanvitaga. So itimatva bhajante mam. So we understand that. So only do everything for Krishna. He gives everything. So that way, just please Krishna, he takes care of us. Yes, Mother. Then there is no need to get stress, no need to get anxieties.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ravindra Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Father Dandavat Pranam, Guruji.
Dandavat pranams, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So thanks for a wonderful class. I don't have any question as such, but a bit slightly a confusion. When we say Goloka, Goloka is the same thing as the Vaikuntha, or there's some difference in the two?
There is a place where Krishna is there. Vaikuntha is a place where Narayana is there. So Narayana is Krishna only, but Krishna's expansion. So Mahavishnu. So that and all in Brahma Samhita we study about how Krishna expanded into Mahavishnu, and we know about Karno the Kashaya Vishnu, Garbho the Kashaya Vishnu, Kshiro the Kashaya Vishnu, all such things. So Goloka is the dham where we can be with Krishna directly. So Vaikuntha is with Mahavishnu, Narayana, basically Hari, Narayana, Mahavishnu,
Okay.
they are all the same. That's what we call it as Vaikuntha. So Goloka namni nijadamni talecha tasya devi mahesa hari damasu teshu teshu. So Brahma says that Goloka Namni Nijadamni. So there is a Nijadamni, there is a real place. So the name is called Goloka. Goloka Namni Nijadamni. Talechatasya, below there, Devi Dama, Mahesha Dama, Haridama all are there. So Devi, Mahesha, Haridama, Teshu, Te Prabhava Nichaya, Vigitaschayena, Govinda Mari Purusham Tamagam. So Goloka is the place where we can directly go and be with Krishna. Yes. If you go to Vaikuntha, we can with Krishna's Vishnu form, Vishnu form, Narayana.
Okay. Actually, Guruji, the reason for asking this question was because we know the story of Jaya Vijaya, who used to be with Narayana in Vaikuntha, and they had to come to this earth, and the Lord has to take avatara to liberate them, to liberate their devotees from this materialistic world. So that's why I just wanted to know this thing, because you said Goloka, once you are in Goloka, you will never come back to this
Even
materialistic.
Vaikuntha also will not come back. Yeah, Goloka will not come back. It's all Krishna's will. Yes.
Right, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
But
Thank you
how
for
we remember Krishna, how we want to be with Krishna after that, it all depends upon whatever form you want to be with Krishna. After liberation, you can be. Even if you want to be seeing Krishna as only Lord Rama, you can be there with Lord Rama. It's Krishna has no limits. Correct, Prabhu? That's it.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Very nice understanding. Thank you very much. So grateful to you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you very much for the class. A very interesting class, very interesting questions also today. And all of us are always wanting to go to Goloka. So,
yes.
so thank you for assuring that once you go to Goloka, you will not come back.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. So maybe from one other plane, which is just below Goloka, probably all the because we are that Binna Prakriti. We all originated from Binna Prakriti, Guruji.
No, Binna Prakriti is material nature. We are not Binna Prakriti.
We are not from there.
We are. That's why we are part and parcel of Krishna. We are not Binna Prakriti.
Okay, so material nature of all the other things which is composed of is all part of Binna Prakriti. So we are probably the spiritual nature which has fallen into one realm below or whatever, so that we were able to fall down onto.
Falling down here, and that's why Krishna is saying we are para prakriti. Apareyam itasvanyam prakriti middhime param jiva bhutam bhago yedam daryate jagat. So we are a jiva bhuta in this material way. We should not be a jiva bhuta. We should be a brahma bhuta. We should be with Krishna. Yes, that's what is meaning. So the living in this material world are known as jiva bhutas. Those who are in Krishna's will, they are known as brahma bhutas.
Okay. That's what another friend of mine had also told, that the Jiva Bhutas wanted to experience material world, and that is why they came on to all the koshas were added.
That question, unless we quote a particular sloka from Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, we cannot take it as correct.
Yeah.
So we need
I don't know whether it was from Bhagavatam what he said, but he said something.
It is not relevant. Also, whatever way, we need to go back. That's the important.
Correct. Exactly.
We need to go there. That's very important. So,
yes, Guruji.
How we were fallen is immaterial to us right now.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the class, Guruji. Correct time you told about leaving attachments. At that time only we were cutting one plant, and I was saying, oh, don't cut the plant, don't cut the plant.
Krishna is saying, cut everything with strong.
Yes.
Our attachment plant. The attachment plant, we need to cut it very strongly.
Yes. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna. You got muted again. Hare Krishna, Asha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for the class. We are learning very detailed study for you from
Yes.
you, Guruji.
Yes, ma'am. Krishna's mercy, costless mercy. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Guruji. We should only follow the Bhagavad Gita and scriptures instruction. And
Yes.
serving Krishna, then our mind will be peaceful, Guruji. And we will get full enjoyment.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. It's all happy. Krishna's mercy one.
Yes, Guruji. Guruji, one question is there. These three modes of nature always affect our activities, like mind and etc.
These modes of nature always affect our mind. That's what you are asking, correct, Mother?
Mind.
Yeah. As long as our mind is thinking about material sense objects, then we are controlled by the modes of nature. So that's why we need to gain the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, understand that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and we are the soul, and focus our mind on Krishna, and we need to think all the time only about Krishna. So then we are freed from the modes of nature. If we don't do that, we are always controlled by the modes of nature. It all depends upon what our mind is thinking. That's what I think you got muted. You understand that, Mataji? It all depends upon what our mind is thinking. Hare Krishna, Mataji. You are on mute. I'm trying to unmute you, but not able to.
Hare
Okay,
Krishna.
now you understood, Mataji?
Yes, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Guruji.
What we think is very important. What we are thinking.
Yes,
What is
yes.
very, very important.
Thank you, Guruji, for
Thank you.
explaining all this.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Sunil Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Dandavad Pranam Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Dandavad Pranam Guruji. Dandavad Pranam.
Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. How are you, Guruji?
By Krishna's costless mercy, I'm fine, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. Class is very good, and really that we have to associate every activities of us keeping Krishna in mind in the
Yes.
forefront. Yes, Guruji. It's very, very nice to do it on a daily basis.
That is correct, Mataji. That is correct.
Yes. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Dandavad Pranam.
Dandavad
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Kumbha Nandi sir for class.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
That costless mercy of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, I could attend today's Bhagavad Gita class, the King of Secrets, 14th chapter, which is dealing with the three modes of material nature. In this lecture today, I learned those who give up scripture injunctions and they are after material desires and follow their own way, they are not going to get perfection, no happiness, no paramgati. They have to again and again come back to this material. And the three grades of hell, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, those who are not getting into three gates, ways to hell, they perform activities and good for ourselves, following the scriptural injunctions. We need to understand Bhagavad Gita and follow Krishna's instructions. Do everything based on Krishna's instructions given in Bhagavad Gita as per Shastra. And the chapter 1st to 6th explain about our self, soul, and 6th to 12th chapters about Krishna, and the 13th to 18th chapters about the three modes of nature, widely explained. Bhagavad Gita gives us what we need. Those who are more attached to the three modes of nature, they don't have any intelligence and they are only after desires. We should depend only on Krishna, follow Krishna's instructions sincerely, regulate our activities. We make progress and cutting down our attachments with material world. We need to go to Goloka. Krishna says, surrender unto me. Krishna is the super soul. Our life gets purified doing everything for Krishna. We achieve perfection with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We should be situated in yoga, perform all activities and giving up all attachments. By the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we become experts. In the 14th chapter, first sloka, Krishna is telling, the Supreme Lord tells to Arjuna that I shall explain you again and again of all the knowledge, the supreme knowledge. By knowing this, all sages achieved supreme destination. In the second sloka, Krishna is telling, anyone who takes shelter unto this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, they will attain my nature. They will not come back to this material world when it is created or annihilated. They will not suffer or not disturbed. In today's sloka, third sloka, Krishna is telling, O son of Bharata, O son of Kunti, the Mahat Brahman is mine, and all this material nature, this Mahat Brahman is the source of birth, and all this material nature emerges from that. All this material nature, I impregnate, and I actually deliver all these living entities. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Manoranjan Swami Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Manoranjan Swami Prabhu. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Nice class. Again, this is somehow disconnected immediately. So we have to be very alert about that. Okay. But yes, a very important sloka. So all these slokas and devotees have sincerely expressed how they are charged. If this is Goloka, Haridham, how can we attain that? This should be our prime job. And all the slokas, those who have taken refuge or shelter in this knowledge, particularly this Bhagavad Gita, this Raja Vidya, then they can attain. So either may be destruction or annihilations. So when you take resort to this kind of knowledge, when you take shelter, this knowledge, the sages also, the monks and sages and saints, maharshis, rishis, and they are also connected with this knowledge. So that's why they are free from all these material desires. They have become identical with the Brahman. This is Brahmanda, this nature, as you told very nicely, and the Mahat Brahma, the Brahmanda, nature. This is the embryo of life. So everything is originated from Brahma, the nature. So I place the germ or the seed for the birth also. You can, this is very nice sloka, Guruji, very, very important sloka. When you are involved and really by superficial knowledge is not enough, go through detail, the dedication is necessary. We got inspired by Prabhupada, how he could spread the message of Gita whole world, the whole globe. So this is a great learning from him. So we should at least something you do it for the, so we make the society also completely free from all this physical bondage. When you connect with Lord Krishna, is the highest form of knowledge. So that way you can make our life sublime and elevated by following the instructions laid down in Gita. Each sloka, so Lord Krishna is very great, very merciful for us. And through Arjuna is the stable disciple. So like Arjuna, we should also going on asking what is life, what contains life, how to lead the blissful life. So everything is narrated. So we should follow it. So Guruji, you, because of the enlightening class, we are daily transforming and realizes what mistakes we are doing. So, and try to correct it. So, as much you are devoted to Lord Krishna, and so Prabhupada has done a great service, great contributions. All books, Prabhupada, nobody have written like this. What ISKCON has developed, the Kapila Muni's Sikha Mrita and everything, Chaitanya, everything is narrated, detailed. So, Bhagavad Purana and everything. So, we should go through detail in. So, thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satat Naman, Naman, Naman.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,